Not all skin folk are kinfolk. I don't know how many times I have to say this to you guys. So I came across this video and it's really annoying because this actual YouTuber I used to watch a lot back in the day before I started getting into YouTube as serious as I am now. Now I used to be huge in watching beauty content creators, not have anything to do with me because I don't wear makeup. I don't do that at all, but I just found them very fascinating because the art of makeup is a skill that not many people could master. And so when I'm seeing people operate in the world of makeup and actually do it really well, whether it's like FX makeup or just everyday makeup or glam makeup, it's just very fascinating to me. So this particular YouTuber used to be big. She used to be someone that people would talk about, but she does have a TikTok account. And there was a moment where she started, her rhetoric that she used to talk about on YouTube started to shift a little bit and went from being about being a YouTuber that does makeup to more political standings. I started to lose interest in her because just like a celebrity, if I'm into you because you're entertaining, I don't give a shit about what your politics are. Whether you vote more left or right, it really makes me look at you differently because now I no longer look at you as an entertainer. I look at you as a person who is trying to entertain by also getting people to be on your side politically, and I don't like that at all when it comes to entertainers. So when I saw this video that she posted on TikTok, it really annoyed me because this is why I don't follow a lot of Black content creators.
I'm a cisgendered heterosexual woman, and I'm trying to figure out when in the hell did transphobia become so normalized?
I'm trying to figure out when it was okay for people to just make it seem like cisgender is a normal everyday word that we all just always used. Like, are you serious? Transgender people or people in that world created that term to dehumanize people that are straight. Remember when there was a time when we used to just say, hey, look at that straight person or that heterosexual? Where did cisgender come from? Another word that was created. It's just so weird. You will never hear me say that I'm a cisgendered person because it's stupid. It makes absolutely no sense.
And before you ask, Jackie, if it doesn't apply, why do you care? Newsflash, bud, I don't have to be directly impacted by someone else's marginalization in order to care about that. Isn't that shocking? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's called having a pulse.
It's kind of funny that she says that because by making so much of a focus being on trans women, men that think that they're women, she is impacting people that actually are marginalized, if you want to say that. Because when you put trans women, men that are women, on a pedestal, you are putting down women that are actually women. And it's funny how she can say that and talk about transphobia, which again, the phobias, the obias, people that want to use those words, they literally have no idea what that means because it's fear of. It's not a phobia. It's not. Like and normally when you don't have a good argument, people add a obia at the end of whatever you're talking about. No, people don't want things shoved down their throat. The mere fact that she wants to make it seem like, oh, the transphobia is insane. No one's out here killing trans because they're trans. It's that you don't have to broadcast your lifestyle to everybody in the world in order for people to accept you. You can literally live your life the way you want, but the world is still going to turn the way it does. So you can't expect people to just accept everything that you do just because you want people to. Also, by putting trans people up here, you are diminishing the ones that are not trans. Are we not aware of like the men that think that they're women, that are demolishing women in sports, going into fucking bathrooms? For her to act like these don't exist and oh, it's because I have a pulse. I can feel a certain way about them, and even though it doesn't affect me. Well, you live a certain different type of lifestyle that it wouldn't affect you, and it benefits you financially to promote this kind of lifestyle because you are getting paid. And so this is why I don't like to listen to a lot of people that look a way that I look because we don't, for the most part, think the same. On the surface, everybody is human. Everybody should get respect. Now, from that level is the deciding factor on how far up or down we go. If you're living your life a certain way that I don't agree with, don't expect me to be 100% for it because I'm not going to be. But as long as there's a level of respect there for me between you and I, we're good. She wants people from just the beginning of that. She wants people to act like, ignore reality, what the world has been like for the past 500, 1,000 years, and agree with the mindset that people created 2-3 years ago. And not many people are for that.
Let's just talk about the first thing. The word cisgendered is not an insult. Trans women are by no means in any way a threat to my womanhood.
I love how it's always about the person that they're talking about and not like the grand scheme of things. Like, they're not personally affecting me. Well, yeah, because you're getting paid to have it not affect you. Who's going to trust someone who has gotten to a level where they are getting paid to say things? How do I know you're being genuine? And just to let you know, if someone called me cisgender, I would really get upset about it. I am not cisgender. That's stupid. That's a stupid fucking word that was created. I am a heterosexual black female. I don't need all the new terms that you guys want to use. It's dumb as hell. Let's go back to when English was actually a language that was normalized amongst everybody. The words meant a thing to people. I don't think that an everyday person that's living their life, working a normal ass job, that loves men would be okay with someone calling them cisgender. As a matter of fact, outside of social media, most people don't even know what the fuck that means. You have to really be in those circles to understand it. And granted, I am in the social media sphere, so I am aware of that term. It is offensive. It's more offensive than someone calling me the N-word.
I don't want this video to feel like a confrontation for other cisgendered women, because sometimes I think it's just misdirected anger. But the stuff that I see lately has gotten a little too normalized. Trans women are women, whether you like it or not.
That's where you lost me. This is when you know you can't trust everything or everybody that you follow on social media. Because the moment they try to convince you that you need to ignore reality and trust what they say on social media, you know you are being deceived. Reality is going to tell you trans women, just in the title, are not real women, because a trans woman means it's a man that transformed themselves into a woman. So we're going to trust her in what she's saying and act like a person that was born with the physique and the muscle mass of a man with a penis is a woman now because they identify as that. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, and a lot of people think that they're doing what they are doing for the betterment of the world, but really they're leading people down a path that is going to be the destruction of humanity. The idea that someone as popular and as famous as her on social media is out here telling people, ignore reality, ignore science. Trans women are actually women, and if you don't believe it, you are transphobic, is insanity. I'm just a mere female roaming the earth. I just don't understand why people don't understand how this is not good.
Their experiences and their womanhood don't devalue yours at all. If your womanhood is threatened by another woman's existence, it's time to evaluate some other things.
Absolutely not. If my womanhood is being
threatened
by a man that thinks he's a woman, it's time to reevaluate. I hear you, Ina. You're making a lot of sense right now. You're making so much sense. If me as a woman thinks that my woman is being
threatened
by some man that thinks he's a woman, I should reevaluate. Just stop and think about what you just said, because I don't think that sometimes when people say stuff like when you're on a roll and you're talking to people, you tend to say things and not really think it all the way through. So you think you're making sense when you really should stop and think about what you said before you posted it. You might not be making all the right sense. And at this present moment, you ain't making sense, because you're telling some woman that was born with a vagina that she shouldn't feel devalued or whatever the fuck you just said.
It's threatened.
Because some man that was born with a penis that decided that he wanted to be a woman now shouldn't affect me in any way. Like, and if it does affect me and I have a problem with it, then I need to reevaluate my life.
If you gotta be transphobic to be that girl, then maybe you're just not that girl, okay?
I like how when you're having a discussion with someone and they decide to get elevated with their voice, they think that means that they're winning. Oh, I'm gonna cut the tension with humor because I think I'm on a roll. But like, I want people to understand that I'm serious but joking at the same time. It's not cute. The only people that would agree with this are people that are already on that bandwagon. You've already lost the common sense crew. Just letting you know.
And I'll see these crazy videos on my timeline and all of the thousands of comments. And I would absolutely not want to see another generation of women become radicalized.
Radicalized to not believe that men that think that they're women are women. I'm telling you. I'm not big into religion, but I mean, I was born a Christian. You can't trust what people do. You have to read what the words in the Bible and all that means, so you can be able to, go through life going through scripture and not by what people do in their actions. This is nonsense. I'm sorry. This is complete nonsense. And I'm telling you, when she gets to a certain level in fame and success when it comes to social media and just mass media and as a whole, you start to notice things about people. They start to shift their mindsets and you start hearing the things that they say, they've been bought. It's not a great feeling. That's why there's so many independent people that are out here doing the things that they do and ignoring what they hear on mainstream media, because they are really trying to divide people. It's insane because the nonsense that's coming out of her mouth is ridiculous. It makes no sense. And it's bad that she dropped off this badly as far as mindset wise. I mean, she's still popular, but like she's not talked about nearly as much as she used to be.
We used to name and shame people who felt comfortable being openly transphobic. What the hell happened?
I think it's insane that she thinks that there is a problem with people openly coming out and telling people, hey, you're not a woman person that has a penis, you are a man. And that was the problem. The people know identifying the men as men because they have penises and shaming them for trying to act like they're women. Those used to be people that had mental issues, body dysmorphia, where you're not comfortable in the body that you're in. But now it's a thing that we have to be okay with. You don't want to make people uncomfortable.
I am well aware that as a Black woman, I cannot save everyone. And I'm not going to sit here and tell anybody else that's in a marginalized group that you got to save everybody too.
Bitch, no one's asking you to save it. You do makeup content. You create makeup content. No one's thinking that you're trying to save anybody. I'm very confused.
What I will say is you will absolutely never see me participating in rhetoric and harmful messaging that makes it harder for trans people, ever.
Why is she fighting so hard for trans people? It's so odd. It's so weird when you see women that were actually born women. The fact I'm even saying that is just insane. Women that were actually born women fighting harder for men that were born men that want to be women. And they don't see a problem with that. When you stop and think about what is going on, it should really open up people's minds to the reality of their situation. Because this is insane, because she thinks she's on the right side of the argument. And it's like mind-boggling to me.
The stuff that y'all are saying is not even, the points are not being made. The threats that people think exist at our womanhood are just not coming from trans people. They're just not. And remember, ladies, if they not free, they being trans women, we won't be either.
That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. If the rights for men that think they're women get taken away, then it's going to affect me as a heterosexual woman that was born a woman because I have a vagina. I can't even go any further with this. I can't even go further with this because it's insane that you have women that are actually thinking this. Actual women that were born women. They're fighting for men that think they're women and want everybody in the world to believe that they are actually women. Can we stop with the clown world bullshit? When you detach yourself from the clown shit that you hear, it should make life easier for you because you've seen the world, you know there's a red pill and a blue pill, you've taken the pill that makes you see what the world is really all about. And now it's time for you to open up and realize, okay, now I see the nonsense. Now how am I going to navigate the world now? Seeing this video just made it very clear. Just because you Black and I'm Black does not mean that we are going to be cool. And I've noticed that when I was in Florida, I noticed that when I'm in Connecticut, anywhere, honestly. There are some Black people that I really genuinely get along with because we just have a mutual understanding of reality. And then there are some that just generally don't have it. And I don't hate them for it. It's just that I can't be around you. We can't. We're not going to have logical conversations because you're living in a fairy tale land. I'm out here trying to live in reality because I know how the world works. Yeah, we have to end it here. I think there's like about 17 seconds left. I'm not even giving a shit because I'm over it at this point.
Like we gotta look at history, guys. I'm getting a little spooked. It's getting weird. Okay, well, glad we had that chat. Stay classy, ladies.
All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're always notified about the new videos that I have coming out. I know you guys noticed the background. I'm actually at a friend's place that I've been staying at since coming to Connecticut. I told you guys already that I was going to be going to Connecticut for a week, coming back to Florida sometime after the New Year's, but I wanted to create some content while I'm here. I will be most likely doing about 2 to 3 videos up here, and I will be doing a reaction to the commentary to the documentary that was made about the girl that slept with 100 guys. The friend that I was going to do it with got sick. Of course, that had to happen. Of course. So I'm trying to find a way to get that done. But in the meantime, it will be happening and it will be coming very soon. So stay tuned. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that I'm the one living in clown world? Maybe trans women are women, and we really need to acknowledge the fact that men that were born as men that decide later on in life that they're women, we should identify them as women, because how dare you not confirm and affirm someone in the way they want to live their life. You know, I could be wrong. You know, sometimes we think in today's world that we're living on the right side of history, or some people are living on the wrong side of history. You know, who knows? I might be the wrong person in this. Maybe reality has shifted and I didn't realize it. That's the thing. I'm okay with that. Let me know in the comments below, because I'd be very intrigued to read what you guys think. Also, if you guys do not know, I have a website. And on that website, you can sign up to be a part of my monthly newsletter that's going to be going out first Sunday of every month. You can also sign up to the Patreon, show your support for the channel, but also see the behind the scenes content that I create when I'm not posting on social media. Also, you can follow the podcast. All that information will be found in the description bar below, so do check it out. I love you all. Connecticut has been great to me. I've been missing my friends up here, and I definitely have been considering the idea of coming back to Connecticut. Maybe not full time, but definitely for a period of time. You know, it's just really interesting when you come back to a place that you've been too comfortable in, but then you come back as a stranger and you just start seeing the world in a different way. I don't know. I miss Connecticut in a lot of different ways. But I also love you all too. You guys know that. I love you all a lot. I hope to see you all in the next video.